Hey everyone, back again with just a quick update. We got some babies, so I wanted to show you guys those. These are our tomato plants. I noticed last night, like really late last night, actually early morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, that these were sprouting. Last night they were about like this one right here, and you know, hours later, it's about 9 o'clock at night right now. They're that big, so doing really well. The smaller little Tupperware dish that I'm using is also sprouting, so we're about 7 days in or so. I'll have to look at my old video and find out when exactly I planted these, because I forgot. But doing well, I'm really happy. They seem to be growing fast. I don't know how fast tomato plants grow, but if they keep growing at the rate that they're growing, it's not going to be long before I have to build a little tomato cage. And hopefully, I mean, I want them to grow fast, but I know these plants get really big. So, I don't know. We'll see what I'm going to do. It'd be nice if I can keep growing them inside. But if they get too big, then I'm going to have to plant them outside. And we got a long winter ahead of us, so I'm not sure how that's all going to work out. Anyway, poppy's doing well. It's growing. It's getting bigger. And that was after the replant, so I'm happy with that. Onions are doing the same as they always have. They're growing good, and I keep cutting on them and keep cooking with them. Good to go. This onion, this yellow onion that we planted in here, that was just growing in the bag, when I buried it, the shoot was kind of laid over sideways like this. It's straightened itself right out. It's got a bunch of new, sprouts coming out of the shoot, or whatever that's called. It's doing well. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm just letting it grow and see what happens. I guess the ultimate goal will to see if I can get this to flower and get the seeds for it, so that I can plant the seeds next year outside, or maybe inside. We'll see. But I don't even know if that's something that I'm just going to keep doing. It's one of those things that you need to plant a lot of those to be able to use them all the time. So I use a lot of onions when I cook, and it's not like they're that expensive at the store. With these green onions, I can just keep cutting on them as I need them, so it's more valuable for me to grow these than these big yellow onions. So again, it's just an experiment. The Coleus. I had all the clippings from the Coleus that I'm trying to propagate the plants from. That means is that I'm basically taking about 4 inches off the top and burying it in the dirt and letting them go to root. Even though they kind of look a little bit wilty looking, they're actually doing really well. What was it? It was this one, this one, this one, and this one laid down like they were just not going to survive. Okay. For days they were like that, and I just kept kind of pushing the soil back around them, trying to get them to stand up so that the light could give them light nutrients through the leaves that were on there, and just kept taking about this. I would take this little spray can cup, fill it up with water, and come over here and just drip a little bit down into the shoot or the stem, whatever you want to call that, on each one of them. Just a little bit, just enough to, I wasn't trying to saturate the entire pot, just enough to saturate just the area where the stem's at. And the reason being is because there's no roots on these stems. So hopefully there is now, but there wasn't when I put them in there. So the goal was to just try to keep the root, or the stem, to have as much moisture as it needed to go to root. They eventually stood right back up. Again, the leaves kind of look a little bit wilty, but they're all standing up. The stems on them all seem to be healthy, and that just tells me that they're going to survive. I'm a little bit concerned about 3 of these. And the reason being, and I'm a little bummed out that I didn't notice it, I didn't know that Coleus had a flower. Okay. I knew that there had to be something that helped them reproduce seeds of some sort, but I didn't know that they had an actual flower. And what I didn't notice when I went and cut these clippings off is this one here, right there, was going to flower. So is this one, and so is this one. So what that does is it tells me good things that these light fixtures I got from Home Depot for like 13 bucks a piece, not including the bulbs. They're T8 bulbs, 4 foot long. Is supplying the Coleus at least with enough light to keep them growing and to get them to go to flower. Okay. Where I'm concerned is, I know when the plant goes to flower, that what I've been told is that's usually when the plant starts to die off, because it really spends a lot of time and effort to produce the flower. And people that are trying to make plants get bigger and fuller, they'll remove the flowers off the plants to let the plant focus more on growing itself versus the flower. So I don't really want to cut this flower bud off of here, but then I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should. So I'm just going to give it maybe about another week. Just keep an eye on it every day and see how things look. If it looks like it's struggling, I'm going to cut that off. They seem to be doing okay right now, but again, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I've got the 2 little new leaves right here that I'm going to watch. The bigger leaves, I expect them to drop eventually. Like this one's got the 2 little leaves here that are growing really well. And this one's got 2 little leaves here that are growing really well. But even these ones are holding strong too. So I'm not sure. We're just going to keep playing this by ear and just see how this all works out. The goal is to eventually get these to be at least as big as these other ones. And then come springtime, I'm going to plant them outside. I'll do some more clippings to create some new ones for the following year. But the plan is to put these all outside in spring. I don't know what the hell happened here. I must have pushed this down. I was looking at these other plants because now it's kind of falling down. Maybe it needs water. Not really. Anyway, the poppy's doing good. Everything's doing really good so far. So that's it. Remember to subscribe, comment, like, share the video with your gardening friends or whatever. Share our channel in general or our Facebook page. We do have a new Twitter account. I'm not sure how active I'm going to be on Twitter. I'm not a big fan of that website, but we're trying to utilize all the social media. And to be honest, I created the Twitter account because it communicates with YouTube well. So, and it'll also allow those, when I upload videos to YouTube, it'll go automatically to Twitter and fire it off over to Facebook, where for some reason Facebook's not communicating with YouTube very well. Sorry about that. But we post other things on our Facebook page, so be sure to like that and share that page with your friends if you guys wouldn't mind. It's all about being positive, exploring creative ideas, being artistic, and just enjoying life in general. So don't be afraid to explore. Try something like this. Try whatever you want. Just stay busy. Enjoy life. There's a lot more things There's a lot more things out there than what people think as far as creating happiness in your own world. It's really rewarding to throw some seeds in the ground and get something out of it. It may not seem like it, but it is. It actually is really rewarding. Then there's other stuff, just other things, and look at our videos. There's other stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff with this indoor garden experiment, but I'm getting ready to actually reupholster a seat for a four-wheeler, an ATV. So that's something that I'm restoring. That's the main part of that build is going to be on my other YouTube channel, but I am going to post this reupholstering of the seat on this one, and just other things. So there's a lot of Christmas stuff coming up, ice skating outside, things like that I plan on showing you guys. So share all that, and thanks for the support. Talk to you guys later.